So the design process for an LED signal involves understanding the customer's requirements, deciding on certain key features and technologies and what we're going to use to develop that product. And when we're doing that, we have to bear in mind that these are going to be manufactured in volume for our customers. So the design process is to look at the placement of the LEDs. So these are the components that emit the light. We look at whether we need a lens. We look at the housing and how this fits together from a mechanical point of view. We then have to go into the detailed design process, which involves placing the components precisely on the circuit board, looking at the optical design to understand where the light is going to come out. We look at the brightness levels, we look at the spread of the light output. We would then build a prototype and test that in our light testing facility downstairs in manufacturing. So once we've got that prototype and tested it, we have to make sure that it meets the standards and the requirements for the industry and for the safety critical aspects. This often means that the first one doesn't work, or it works but not quite. So we have to go through that process of update the design, manufacture another prototype, retest. So the engineering team here in Southport at Unipart Dorman realised that going through that process 1, 2 or 3 times is costly but also time consuming, because each of these parts that we have to manufacture is custom and there's a lead time on doing that. So they researched in the market to see whether there were simulation tools for optical design, because we already use digital tools and techniques for our mechanical and our electronic circuit design, but we didn't use that for optical design. The optics is the biggest driver. That's the biggest thing that we have to change and going through that prototype process. So they discovered a tool called TracePro, and this is one that NASA has used for light measurements and light assessments on telescopes and their satellite systems. We then started to understand whether that could work for Unipart Dorman. So the process is that we still start at the same stage and we look at the requirements and look what we need to do. We provide a preliminary placement of those LEDs. We then put this into the TracePro tool and it can predict how intense the light is going to be, which angle it's going to be at. We then overlay that with the lens, which is being designed using our mechanical tools. It gives us a precise output, a prediction of what this is going to look like in real life. On our latest product, which is an integrated lightweight signal for the UK rail, we've gone through that process. We had models that showed the light output. We've gone through the production of a custom lens and a circuit board. We've put those together, gone down into the test bench, and it's worked first time. This means that we can react much more quickly for our customers. We can bring products to market that would have taken 12 to 18 months before in a lot quicker time.